Let me quickly show you how easy it is for you to upload emails right into an order. So I'm going to take this email, click forward, choose my email address, put in the order number, and send it. Now if I go to the order, go to the Actions drop-down, view the documents, I'll see all the documents uploaded. I can see the one I just uploaded. Click on that document, see all the information about it auto-imported, view the image, and the image will be the email that I just uploaded with the attachment at the bottom. Clearly, this is very easy to do. All you have to do is forward any email to a special email address, put the order number at the start of the subject line, and just click send. Then you can open the order, view the documents to see the results. The special email address is not straightforward, so I recommend you create a new contact for each of these two emails. Give it some first name like ZZZ or 111, something really easy. And give it a last name to identify the document type of either carrier communication or customer communication. Now, the email address format will be customer email plus your corporate ID at availablelogistics.com or carrier email plus your corporate ID at availablelogistics.com. The first thing you need to know is your corporate ID. You can find this one of two ways. When you sign in, you must enter your corporate ID. Or, if you are signed in, it just appears at the very bottom right of your screen. If you use Outlook, just create a new contact, give it some name like ZZZ customer email or 111 carrier email, then enter the email address in the format of customer email plus your corporate ID at availablelogistics.com or carrier email. If you use Gmail, create a new contact, give it some first name like ZZ or 111, give it a last name to identify the document type of either carrier email or customer email, and then enter the email address in the proper format that shows customer email plus your corporate ID at availablelogistics.com or carrier email. Once you have these two email addresses set up, it's very easy to use. Just forward any email to one of your special email addresses, put in the order number at the start of the subject line, and click send. Then you can open the order and view the documents to see the results. So here's an example of how to use Outlook. I start with the email, I click forward, I enter in my email address. In this case, I want this to be stored as a customer type of email. I enter the order number where I want it to be indexed to, and I click send. If I'm sending from Gmail, it's a little different. I find the email that I want to send. I choose the option to forward it. I then enter my email address where I want to send it to. But now I have to adjust the subject line, so I click this little drop down to say edit subject. From here, I can put in my order number in the subject line, and then I can click send. So this is how it works. The TMS receives the email as either a customer or carrier kind of email. It extracts the order number from the subject line, finds the order number in your system and your user based on the email that it came from. It converts the email and the attachments into a single PDF, then stores the PDF in the order as paperwork type, customer or carrier communication, depending on the to email address. The following is stored with the order: the email plus all the attachments as a single PDF. The subject line is copied into the document notes section. The username who uploaded it based on the from email address, and the source of this document is called email thread upload. There's a lot of value to use this feature. First of all, it's easy to use, so there's no more excuses for not putting documentation with an order. You can store all your trip-related documents with the order, and it provides accountability and responsibility throughout the order lifecycle. There's no more searching for backup documentation if anyone questions, hey, what happened with this order? Documents are stored with all dates, times, and users in a read-only format, so nobody can go and change the data once it's stored. Once it is stored, you got some great features here. You can take that PDF and attach it to the invoice. Just open the document summary, set the show with invoice to yes, and save it. Then that document will be appended to the customer invoice or visible in Track and Trace if your customer views the invoice there. Or maybe you need to email that whole PDF email thread to a customer. Very easy to do. Open the document summary, click the blue email button, select an email address from the list of customer contacts presented to you, or enter in any email address. Then send the email. The recipient will receive a very nicely formatted email with order information as well as the PDF attached to the email. The TMS will store these documents indefinitely. We may eventually put a time limit on storage, but as of this writing, no time limit exists. When you upload documents into the system, it will take a few minutes for it to arrive into the order. If it doesn't upload, check to make sure you have the correct email address, you put in the correct order number, and you use a from email address associated to a user in the TMS system. What if the email has attachments? If the attachment is a PDF or a JPEG, the system will combine the attachment to the bottom of the saved email PDF. Any other attachments like Excel, Word, etc. will be lost. If you upload a document and put in the wrong order number, it can be changed. To change the order number, just open the document summary, click the blue Actions drop-down at the bottom of the panel, select Change Order Number, enter the correct order number, and save. If you upload the document and choose the wrong email address so it goes to the wrong format, whether carrier or customer, you can easily change it. Just open the document summary, choose a different document type from the drop-down list, and save. If you upload a document by mistake, you can delete it. Just open the document summary, click the blue Actions drop-down at the bottom of the panel, and select Remove. The document will be tagged to remove in 2 days. There are some scenarios where the upload will fail. If you use a from email address that is not associated to a user in the system, it will fail. If you forget to put the order number at the start of the subject line, it will fail. If you enter an order number that is not one of your order numbers, it will fail. Why did we make these 2 email addresses so complicated? Well, that's a long story. That's why we recommend that you create good email contacts in your contact system to simplify the process. People ask us, why did you only provide customer email and carrier email types? What about like rate confirmations or customs paperwork? Well, we can add them later on. Your workaround right now would be to upload the paperwork and then just change the paperwork type once it's uploaded. Why should you even use this feature? Well, that is your call. For companies that want to store all the supporting documentation in one easy place, where else would you keep it? Hey, if you want to thank somebody for suggesting this great idea, thank Tyler Winslet from DTH. And you can also thank the innovative engineers at Full Circle, because we're always designing, building, testing, and implementing some of these great new features of the software. It is up to you and your company now to decide how to best use this nice feature.